All right, back with another vintage UFO report. This is from 1994. I thought the title sounded kind of interesting. It's not a very long report, but like I said, it sounds kind of interesting. It took place on Christmas Day in 1994, um, from Cincinnati, Ohio. So there's another Ohio one. So on Christmas Day, we saw an orange ball of light with a ring surrounding it in the sky. So that's a little different. A ring surrounding the ball of light. Um, Similar craft, I just wanted to, before we do the story, a similar craft was seen by my stepdad and his buddies, I believe in the 70s. Um, it was a like a circular light with a ring around it, is what they saw. If you want to check that out, it's called my third UFO story on my channel. Very interesting story there, and there's more to it than just that sighting too in the video, which I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody interested. But that's a very good one. um, but let's see what happens here. Um, I don't exactly remember everything because I was only 6 years old. I remember getting out of our car and standing in our apartment complex with my parents. Okay. My dad just started screaming at my mom to get the camera, and I didn't understand why. Then he pointed in the sky. Okay. So there was an orange sphere of light with a ring around it. It was relatively large compared to the small stars behind it. At the southeastern side of the ball and ring, there was a blur, almost as if an engine was letting out intense heat. We just stared at it for a while and then went back inside. I don't remember if it was moving or not. I just remember being terrified and wanting to go back inside my home. Okay, so that is the story. That is really interesting, though. Says they observed it for about 5 minutes. So so it says the mom got a camera. I wonder if she was able to take a picture of it. That would have been that. It doesn't say, but I mean that would obviously be pretty interesting if they were able to capture something with on it. Wouldn't like even just a grain like a even a bad picture is better than no picture. Well, 1994. Yeah, this took place in 1994 on Christmas Day. Wonder what this thing was. It was an orange ball of light with a ring surrounding it, and maybe some kind of intense heat coming out of it as well. We get these reports on not only like balls of light, but I call them orbs. I like to just call them orbs, like spheres, balls of light, all the same thing. But a lot of times, I think maybe the most common um, color of light that's been reported might be orange. There's white. There's a lot of white, red, some blue ones, yellow. Um, but orange seems to pop up a lot. It seems like. Um, no matter what decade I'm doing, it's orange just seems to pop up a lot. I have a feeling that that's been the most common one I've encountered, common color for these like orbs of light UFOs that I've come across so far. Very interesting. And they don't remember if it was moving or not. It could have been just like stationary or hovering, like, or moving slowly, maybe. And obviously it went away at some point. Too bad they didn't look at it. Maybe the parents looked, that they all just, it looked like they just went back inside. Of course, the parents would have a better recollection of it since they were older. And yeah, very interesting, I thought. I wonder if anybody else saw this. So, Cincinnati, Ohio. The kid remembers it being fairly large, so it probably wasn't moving fast. Let's see if there's anything else from Cincinnati, Ohio here. I don't see anything for that. Okay, for month of December, so. But I have a hard time believing somebody else didn't see that. So, yeah, as always, feel free to leave your thoughts and comments below. What you think about this, what you think it could have possibly been. Um, I have no idea what this could have been. um, that's why it's a UFO, I guess. And I'll be back with more um, vintage UFO reports sometime later.